Ladies, welcome to my second pond manicure. This one involves 2 layers of stamping and some random glitter encased in layers of gelish and sèche vite. And I'm doing the first layer of stamping. That's a plate from the Queen stamping buffet, and it's little flowers. I like to clean my stamper off after every stamp for a nice crisp image. That's Sally Hansen Extreme Whiteout. It's been thinned down loads of times because I intend to get everything out of the bottle. And that's a cotton pad soaked in acetone. It's a bit faster than Q-tips. This is the first layer of art on top of the blue water marble that I did in a previous video. That's an extra large squishy stamper from eBay. They work great once you prime them, which involves filing the surface with an emery board, sandpaper. I've heard that a magic eraser, that like white scrubby thing, Mr. Muscle makes them, I think. I've heard that that works well as well. Incidentally, this video didn't record all the way to the end, so you don't get to see me put all of the glitter on, but you do get the idea. Honestly, most people would have been happy with just that water marble working really nicely, but that is no longer the case for me. I just want to push the boundaries and see how far I can go, and I'm really fond of that, of the new technique of pond manicure that I've learned. And it does look really effective when you can kind of see different layers of art down through layers of gel. In this case, it's all clear gel, not gel that you cure, just gelish, which is a non-curing clear gel that makes glitter less bumpy and builds up that depth that you need. Okay, so now I'm moving on to my gelish, which is the layer that I'm putting on first. It does not dry quickly. It's not a fast dry top coat. I believe most people use it to just smooth out really bumpy, hungry glitter that soaks up top coat. It's thicker than a regular top coat, so that's why I'm using it. $5.99 from Sally's, ladies. One more tool in the arsenal against nails. So a coat of sèche vite on top of the gelish to help it to dry quickly, so that I can immediately do another coat of stamping. at this point I'm not doing any cleanup, and there seems very little point. I'm doing another layer of stamping. So, you know, as you can see, you can make pond manicures be as simple or as complicated as you like. You can start off with just a layer of jelly, or a layer of regular cream polish, or a layer of shimmer polish. You can do stamping, you can do dots, you can do hearts, you can do flowers, you can do bubbles, or a combination of all of them. And the main part of it is that it's laborious. You've got to do lots of layers. This is from the Queen Encore set. Those little dapping dishes are so handy. You get those from Sally's as well. I think they're $1.59. These are Mundo de Unas stamping polishes. They smell divine. I'm doing a gradient stamp of both of those, so back and forth over the plate a couple of times to blend that. Roll it onto the nail. This is thicker, so it's a bit harder to clean off. If I was doing that on a black or a white background, you'd be able to notice the gradient much better than on an already mixed up bluish background, but it still looks good. And if you go back and forth a couple of times with the credit card, it blends that gradient nicely. I have to get extra large plates because my nails are long. I've never had a problem with that, and the soft and squishy part of the stamper works well for very curved nails, which mine are when they get long. I just had to replace my Q-tips. I get them from Costco in packs of 3. $7 or something. But unbelievable how many I seem to go through. I want to get a lint roller because I've seen that some people remove the excess image that's left on the squishy stamper by pressing it onto a lint roller. So I'm going to have one of those. The clip that I'm using with the cotton ball in it to clean up with, that there, I appropriated that from somewhere. I'm not going to say where I appropriated it from in case I incriminate myself, but I don't think they'll miss it. And it is actually very handy. It means that you don't get your nails dirty by just picking up a wet cotton ball. You'd ruin your art. That corner of that stamping plate seems to be the one I use most often. It's got a few just random swirls on, but I find myself doing that all the time, using the same old image over and over again, just in different ways, in different art, and no one seems to have realised that. Wendy just uses the same stamping image over and over again. I'm actually really impressed with the quality of the Mundo de Unas. I just had a funny conversation with two of the members of Nail Addict regarding Mundo de Unas stamping polishes and why they smell so good and why she's only going to be shipping within Mexico soon. I'm glad I got mine when I did. Alright, so another coat of Jealous to build up that clear glassy layer, after which I'm going to put some random glitter on, because I think we've got enough art on there now. And as I said, it doesn't have to be stamping, you can do random dots. If you look on Instagram under the hashtag Pond Manicure, there's lots of ideas on there and inspiration of what you can try. Apparently I inspired a couple of people to try this technique. One of the girls is called IG at Beauty Bento, and she did one with mango jelly, and she stamped 4-point stars on that, and it's really nice, and I was thrilled that someone was inspired by my work. That doesn't happen too often. And this is the second coat of Seche Vite. You could actually keep going and do as many layers as you wanted, but it's about, you know, how much height you can tolerate on your nail, how thick you can actually tolerate that nail being while it all dries. I mean, it does kind of flatten down over 24 hours as it dries properly. But if it's like 3 in the morning, like it usually is when I'm doing my nails and I know I have to go to bed, I don't really want to have like too much stuff on there to be like ruined by the duvet or the sheet. So I put on just enough that I know is going to be dried in the next hour. So far it's been fine. I haven't ruined anything in bed. You'll notice that I'm wrapping the tips, which prevents shrinkage. That's the worst thing about Seche Vite, and the fact that it goes thick towards the end of the bottle, which might work in our favour when we're doing a pond manicure. Alright, some random glitters now. I can tell you that I don't get very much of this done, the video stops. So I'm using 3 different colours of glitters. 2 of them are hexagonal glitters and 1 of them are squares, but they're all kind of in the same palette of blue and turquoise. And I put them on. I put a coat of Jealous on, which doesn't dry fast, so pretty good for random glitter placement. I'm not doing all the nails, I'm just painting the actual nail that I am working on, using my orange stick to put them on there, and finish off with a coat of Seche Vite. No, not Seche Vite, Jealous, then Seche Vite, and that's it, done.